front. We support and we encourage public comment. Public comment is a privilege, not a right. Some governing bodies are not required to have public comment on the agenda, but under our town ordinance, it's allowed subject to very reasonable rules adopted by council. And I'm going to read just a few of these that are pertinent to the entire segment. So you speak 3 minutes, regardless of whether the person is speaking on their behalf or as an agent for others. Meeting attendees may not donate, transfer, yield, or give all or any portion of their speaking time to another person. All public comments are to be conducted from the podium and directed to this council as a whole and not to any member thereof. All speakers shall be mindful and respectful of those participating in or present at the meeting. They shall be expected to be civil in their language and shall refrain from comment or behavior that involves disorderly speech or action, name-calling, personal attacks, threats, obscene or indecent remarks, or disruptive actions. You shall confine your comments to the jurisdiction of this council, and this is not a period where you promote, advertise, awards, businesses, services, goods, or candidates for public office. Anyone that violates these rules will be ruled out of order, and this is pursuant to our section 2.49 of the town code. Our town clerk will name the name when you come up. Please give me your name and address. I know every council does it different. We need it for our minutes, and then you will, the clock will start. So, Ms. Gammon?
Lynn Greeley?
Ms. Greeley?
Yes, I have a limited power.
Would you come up to the podium?
No, I have a limited
But
power
you have to come
attorney.
up. You got to come up to the podium.
Okay. I have a limited power attorney. I'm going to give my 3 minutes to Skip Hoagland.
Okay, Ms.
Thank you very
Greeley,
much.
1 minute. Don't start the clock because we're not going to do this. Ms. Greeley, the very first,
And can I-
let me just finish.
Okay.
The very first thing is you may not donate, transfer, yield, or give any time. You were present, and we would love to hear your public comment, but you have to give it. If Mr. Hoagland gives it, he's up here one time and you're not going to be able to give your
That's not the way
public.
it works.
But that is.
No, I'm sorry, it's not the way it works.
It's not
A
the way it's
POA, let me speak, you spoke.
No, you
Yeah, you
I
serve-
hadn't
hey,
quite finished,
yeah.
but I'm going to finish, so you can
Please,
speak.
you serve the public, we don't serve you, so let
Yes,
me have my comment. A POA, go ahead, I'll speak after you.
I would like to see the power of attorney to see if it's legit.
Okay, she has a power of attorney, she'll be glad to give you.
Mr. Hoagland.
Just so you know, so I can educate you, so I can educate both of you, a power of attorney trumps any local rule or code.
No, it doesn't.
Power of attorney is a solid law document. So I'm gonna read Ms. Greeley's comment, and then I'm gonna proceed to read my 3-minute
Do
comment.
not start the clock.
So
Sir, sir, let me.
Please start the clock back, because we,
Sir,
Okay.
sir, he is not starting the clock yet. We're going to have a conversation. We have reasonable rules of protocol. If you do not like our rules, you can go out in the hallway and call your attorney and file another lawsuit against us.
No,
You are
that's
going
not
to,
the way it's
but
gonna work.
I am sorry.
okay, go ahead, I'll finish, go ahead.
Thank you, and then I will let you talk.
Okay.
I promise.
Can I-
Let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
The rules, Ms. Greeley is here, and we would love for her to come up. Well, from what I've seen, Ms. Greeley, when she speaks, is very respectful, and she puts out the issues of the day. She is here. She cannot yield or transfer her time to you. If she does, then you're speaking for her, and you're not going to be able to speak your public comment. Those are our rules.
Okay,
So,
okay, ready? All right, so,
One other point of order.
but read yours first, sir.
The power of attorney that has been presented by Ms. Greeley is not in accordance with the South Carolina Uniform Power of Attorney Act. It is not properly witnessed, notarized, neither does it have the language that is required under section 62-8-120. So we do not have to acknowledge this, but even if we did, Mr. Hoagland, you personally, whether it is donated by somebody else, whatever, you are limited to 3 minutes. Now, when you want your 3 minutes to start, we'll start it, but you will not get 6, you'll get 3.
you're not gonna be allowed to violate her power of attorney. You're not gonna be allowed to do that, and I'm gonna make my 3-minute comment, and if you don't wanna hear my comment or my comment from Ms. Greeley, you could certainly leave the room yourself. I'm not gonna leave the room. This is not your house, it's our house. You serve us, you serve the citizens, we don't serve you. I think y'all are confused about who serves who.
Do you see a notary on this,
Yeah,
Madam Attorney?
you know, I'm sorry, we're claiming that's a legal document.
Okay.
If you want to argue that, and if you want us to
Sir.
get that all notarized and all that other stuff, fine, but go ahead and go on.
Sir, this is a business meeting where we allow public comment. I would suggest you reading your public comment if you think it's more important,
No, I'm gonna
because you're
read-
going to read 3 minutes.
I'm
and
gonna
then
get
you're
up, I'm
going
gonna
to
get
be
up,
out
I'm
of
gonna read
order.
this one, and I'm gonna get up and read mine.
And then you're gonna, yes, then I'm gonna let the town manager.
I'm sorry, that's the way it's gonna work.
I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Are you a citizen of Bluffton? Because you indicated that just a second ago.
Pardon me?
You talked about all the citizens' house, but are you a citizen of Bluffton?
It's citizen, doesn't make
Are
any
you a
difference.
citizen of
It doesn't
Bluffton?
make any difference.
But you're not a citizen of
No, I'm
Bluffton.
not a citizen of
No,
Bluffton.
okay, I just wanted,
Yeah, it doesn't
I
make.
wanted the people to
But
hear.
it doesn't make any difference. There's a lot of lawyers and
People hear.
developers and builders
Thank
that
you,
come here
Mr.
to present that aren't citizens. That doesn't have anything to do with it.
Name and
It has nothing to do with the law.
Okay,
Thank you.
sir, back at the council, name and address.
You're gonna ask
3
Terry
minutes.
Finger if it has anything to
Let
do
him
with
say his name and address.
all citizens and anybody is welcome to speak in
Thank
any
you,
of the
sir.
towns.
You have your 3
Okay,
minutes.
thank you. Now I'm coming up to speak my 3 minutes.
Well, you're
Oh,
you're
yeah.
up,
Oh,
so
yeah,
go for
we're
it.
gonna have a good time if that's.
Oh, we are gonna
Oh, we're
have
gonna
a
have a
good
good time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so our new Republican club will ask the tough, hard questions of current officials to fully answer. Example, Perry, Passman, Solga, will you comply to FOIA and the law or not? We don't want lawyer and political answers or worse, no answer. Taxpayers elect officials based on a very simple reason and guiding principle. They agree to comply to their campaign promises and agree to approve, spend, and guard our tax money like their own family money. Not continue to vote for illegal tax use and law violations with no transparency. Please pay attention, Ms. Salk, and show me respect like I do you. This is not funny money or a game of Monopoly. Our tax money is hard-earned, real money. I look forward to seeing more people attend all our council meetings to speak or clap for others who support and share the facts. FCWatchdog.com currently has 10
Out of order, address council.
currently has 10 lawsuits, 9 lawsuits, and more to file. Also demanding retrials on many cases that we were ruled against the rule of law, like Sullivan's 53 million.
Sir, out of order, please address council.
Will you please stop interrupting me?
You address council.
Start the clock all over. That's it. Start the clock all over.
He's not going to abide by the established.
Start the clock all over. How dare you? You sit there and disrespect me, and then because you're not paying attention to me, I'm going to address the audience and the citizens who you work for.
I do.
You need to really wake up and and accept reality that you are a public servant. This is not your town. You're not running the show. You're just up there to do what we were asked you to
You're
do.
pulling him out of order. Are you ending his public
I'm
comment
going to
time
wait
at this
until you start the
period?
clock all over again.
Are you ending his public comment time?
His public comment is over. Who's
Okay.
next, Kim?
Start the clock.
Skip over.
Sir, you have a minute and 27 seconds. You're causing.
No, you're the one who was banging the gavel and interrupting me. I'm not gonna allow that. I'm not gonna let you get away with anything. Those days are over, Miss Sullivan. You're not gonna get away and abuse and mistreat people, including your own town employees.
For someone who's insistent on everyone following decorum and rules, you certainly are not abiding by ours.
I'm sorry,
It is
you're not a lawyer,
disrespectful
and you.
to our council and for the citizens
Let me
here
help you
to
out.
follow and abide by those
Bridget,
rules.
let me help you out. A rule and a code does not trump federal and state laws. No, Terry Finger is
Is this
absolutely
public comment
wrong.
over?
How can you trust Terry Finger? He might be the most dishonest, conflicted lawyer in Beaufort County. He's got developer, builder clients, and he's a town lawyer.
Sir,
This
you
man
have
is a
a
crook.
minute. You are causing.
No, I'm gonna finish my 3 minutes.
You got a minute 27.
No, I don't. No, put me back to 2 minutes. That's where you start banging the gravel. Put me back at 2 minutes.
You're wasting your time.
Put me
sir.
back at 2 minutes.
No.
Well, then I'm gonna stand right here until you
Stay
do.
right here. It's fine. You got a minute
Fine.
and 17 seconds.
Do you respect me or like I respected you? Did I interrupt you while you were speaking?
Yes,
I interrupted you.
you sure did. And you
Oh,
have,
really?
we have been in 2 lawsuits, sir, and you have lost both of them. So if you'd like
Ms.
to file a
Sullivan,
third one,
your
go out
lawsuits
there
are gonna be
and-
retried. Your lawsuits were frivolous and had no standing law. Your lawsuits were crooked. You even hired a Murdoch lawyer. Has anybody ever heard of Murdoch? That's her lawyer. She hired a lawyer to sue me for a frivolous, no law case, and she knows it, and she knows she's in trouble. You're in big trouble, Miss Holcomb. Oh, you're in big trouble. Trust me when I tell you, you're in big trouble. You're gonna be owing me 50 million. I'm not gonna owe you 50 million. You don't really think you're gonna collect 50 million from me, do you? You don't really believe that. You cannot believe that, be that out of touch with reality. So I'm gonna wait till my 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes so I can finish this speech. Actually, give me 3 minutes. I want the clock started over. I was doing right. Give me 3 minutes.
You got 17 seconds.
11,
public comment is over. Thank you for your comments. Anybody else, Tim? Okay, public comment is over. Communications from mayor and council.
Okay,
I see
no,
we
no,
have
no, I'm not through. I got two, I got two
Interrupting
comments.
our
No, I'm sorry, I'm not through. You're gonna respect me and let me finish my speech.
The public comment period is over. You can have a seat, or we can have the chief. Please ask you to have a seat or be removed from the
touches
building.
me, there's gonna be a big problem. No, I'm not gonna stop because everybody in this.
The mayor has addressed you and told you the public comment is over. You are interrupting the meeting
You're out
at
of
this
order.
point in time.
I'm sorry, you're out of order.
Chief, will you please escort him to a seat or
Everybody in
outside
here
of the
has
room?
witnessed this. No,
Thank
I'm
you.
not leaving. No, I'm not leaving. No, I'm not leaving.
You can just sit right over there.
No, I'm gonna make my speech. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Come on over there.
I'm not gonna do it.
Embarrassing.
Nope,
That's all.
I'm not doing it. I'm gonna finish my 3 minutes and I'm not leaving.
No, that's not happening.
Yeah, it is gonna happen.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Have a seat, please.
No, I'm not going to.
Okay. You don't have a choice.
I'm not going to. I'm sorry.
So, Mayor?
Should we move on to formal, or call for a 5-minute recess?
Let's take a 5-minute recess.
Is there a motion to move for 5-minute recess?
So moved.
Is there a second? We're in recess.
Yeah,
Just okay.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna get my 3 minutes. Thank you very much.